Let me in.
This thing could see inside my head.
Let me in. Don't be scared.
Keep away from me.
Let me in. Let me in. Don't be scared.
Before we even started filming, we had a ton of rehearsals, and we love to spend time every second together. So really that helped a lot build our chemistry as a group. But also me and Tilly, we had like before group like hangouts, we would go to each other's apartments because we lived in the same apartment building. I remember we had a ton of rehearsals way before we shot that. And it's just like when the guy tells Rich to play the drums, he's like, I don't really know how to play much, but like, you know, Marge is right next to me, so I couldn't say no.
First off, just, you know, when I had to reread the book, I was like, wait, where is it? Where is it? Because it's such a tiny part of the book. So part of me just thought how amazing that inside of this giant story, you can get 2, 3, you could honestly get a whole show out of just that tiny bit. So one, I think, hail Stephen King, that's really impressive. And then to film it was awesome because Andy made it so collaborative because we had so many departments. We had like the stunties, the dance team, which weren't stunt, the background, which weren't dance or stunt, you know, and it was just all these people. And it was so nice because I think people who typically live on the edge of appreciation in movies like background and stunty, we were all just eating out of the same bowl and we all had the same weight and the same influence. And I really appreciated that Andy did that one because we could not have possibly done it without them. Like it's impossible to do it without all those people, especially the way that Andy intended to film it. And he would even share it with us in between takes so that we could adjust and find levels. It was awesome to film.
You know, in that moment, he's stuck in between a rock and a hard place. In a lot of ways, he just got his daughter back, right? And within this short amount of time now, it's like either they take me or what, right? Because at that moment, we really don't know. And I think he had to make a choice in that moment to say, you know what, take me. And it's not like something he even thought about, right? It wasn't premeditated, because there's no way Ronnie would have allowed that to happen. But in that moment, I had to make a decision to say, you know what? I don't want anything to happen to these people. These some good people. They put me in here. They kept me safe. And if that means I have to give up my life in order for these people to stay alive or whatever, I think he'll do it. And so I remember working on that. It was a lot, you know, because I needed time and I needed everybody, to be honest, to shut up, to be quiet, because I really had to like find that within me, and also with Amanda, who played Ronnie, because it's more of a tug of war type of thing too. And so I also remember like making sure that was there, because I needed physically something to try to stop me, because I think once he makes that choice, if he doesn't commit to it, there's no way he's going to continue to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you have to thrust yourself into things.
Rich saves Marge in the black spot by looking at a big cooler, okay? And he says to Marge, we both fit. So he tricks Marge into going in the cooler first and then realizing that there's not enough space. And really, he just loves his friends a lot. Like, his friends are worth more than anything in the world. So he just really wants his friends to get out of that and sacrifices himself and saves Marge, I guess.
I don't necessarily think Daniel agreed with some of his leaders, and sometimes things would have to like be taken to a course of action. Some of the leaders would be have to follow a certain code and have to follow a certain structure where they were given by the government, and so they would be following the government's law. Our secret, basically like tribe of medicine men would want to protect us, continue that, so we wouldn't have any other missing children. Doesn't matter who, it's like a being that can't be, you know, it has to be managed, but it can't be tamed. That's the thing. You just have to like warn people and kind of keep it, secret.
We wanted to delve deeper into the history of the incarnation that the interdimensional beast that we call it ultimately took on. And if that, Mrs. Kirsch is part of that legend, part of its synthesis and part of his origin story. So obviously we cast somebody pretty well known and pretty cool in the part of Mrs. Kirsch, Madeline Stowe. And we explore her character a lot more in the context of Pennywise's origin.